Miss Turner's class. You need help with homework? It's Miss Turner's class. I got you. It's Miss Turner's class. What about if you didn't understand something in class? It's Miss Turner's class. I got you.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video we are focusing on Module 3 Lesson 17, and we are going to continue learning how to divide on a place value chart. Only difference is today there are going to be some different types of problems where we're going to have to unbundle. Think back to that example I gave you guys in the previous problem when we had two friends and they had to split $13. You remember that? Now, do you remember we had to break apart our $10 bill first in order to get equal shares to every single friend, to each friend? That's the same thing we're going to be doing today, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we do, let's go ahead and look at our stop and jot. As you can see on Miss Turner's screen, we have a scholar's work. Yes, this is one of our very own scholar's work. And as you can see, this scholar is a little bit confused. Let's see if we can help them. We have 7 divided by 3. Remind me, this number 3, it tells me the number of... Yes, the number of groups, you guys. So, this friend made 2 groups. How many groups were they supposed to make? Fabulous. They were supposed to make 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and erase this friend's work because we are going to work together to fix this scholar's work. Alright, you guys, so I just erased the scholar's work. And as we know, we have 7 discs all together. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw my first disc. And I'm going to cross it off. I'm going to take that second disc and cross it off. My third disc and cross it off. And we're going to continue doing this until we run out. Uh-oh. I have one more disc. If I put this last disc in my first group, my groups are uneven. So what would that last disc be called? Yes, a remainder. Now you'll notice, you guys, that on this friend's paper, it looks like they tried to circle their remainder. So they knew that the remainder was 1, but they got stuck on their quotient. Remind me, when I am finding the quotient, I'm focusing on how many groups? Yeah, only 1. So I'm going to go ahead and choose whichever group I want to focus, and I'm going to count how many discs I have in this one group. How many discs do I have? Absolutely, 2. So my quotient is not 6, it's 2. Now I'm able to show my work. My quotient would be 2. My divisor, they got that correct. My divisor is 3. 2 times 3 gives me 6, you guys. And then I'm adding my remainder. 6 plus 1 gives me 7. Does this match my total? Yes. Thanks, guys, for working with me to help fix our scholars' misconceptions. Let's go ahead and apply this to our first problem. For review, we are going to go ahead and do 5 divided by 2, and then we're going to get right into our next problem. Remind me, how many groups am I breaking my place value chart into? Absolutely, 2 groups, because I know I'm looking at my divisor, my smaller number, to see how many groups I'm breaking it into. And then we're going to just start distributing our discs. Don't forget to cross them out. Do not put 2 discs in one place value. In one group. You're going to continue making sure that you are distributing them equally. Uh-oh, I have 1 left. What is this one left over called? Yeah, a remainder. Box it in. How many groups am I focusing on to find my quotient? Good, only 1 group. Remember, we have to remember that, only 1 group. How many are inside this 1 group? 2. So my quotient is 2. And how many did I have left over? 1. So my remainder is 1. Let's check our work. Take my quotient. What's my quotient? Good, 2. Times my divisor. What's my divisor? Remember, it's the smaller number in your equation. Beautiful, 2. What's 2 times 2? Good job, 4. And then we're going to add our remainder, which we know is 1. What's 4 plus 1? Yeah, 5. Does this match my total? Absolutely. So we are good to go because our work matches our total. Let's go ahead and apply this to a similar concept. Now, this was review, you guys. We know how to divide when we have a 1-digit dividend. But what about when we have a 2-digit dividend where we're going to have to unbundle? So in this problem, I have 50 divided by 2. How many groups am I breaking my place value chart into? Beautiful, 2 groups. Well, there's 1. There's 2. And I'm going to go ahead and start dividing. It is completely okay if there are no 1s, you guys. We're going to focus on our larger place value first. Think about it. If I have $50 bills, or if I have 5 $10 bills, I have to make sure I'm breaking apart those $10 bills first before I'm focusing on my 1s. So, let's go ahead and start breaking apart our discs, or decomposing. I'm sorry, distributing. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Uh-oh. If I put another disc here, my groups will be uneven. So what is this disc going to be? I knew you were going to say that. It's not my remainder. It's going to have to be unbundled. Think about it, you guys. If I have an extra $10 bill, I can't just give one person $10 bills. I have to break that into $1 bills. How many $1 bills are inside of one $10 bill? Beautiful. 10. So we're going to go ahead and draw 10 ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're just going to repeat the process, you guys. The same thing we've done before. So this 10 is gone. It was unbundled to the ones place. Now let's continue on our ones. Once you use a disc, cross it out. We've used 4 so far. Let's keep going. We still have a lot of discs left over that we have not used. Oh, snap! You guys, do we have any remainders in this problem? No, because our groups are equal. How many groups are we going to look at to figure out our quotient? If you said 1, you're absolutely correct. Pick a group and focus on it. I'm going to highlight my group so that you guys can see it. How many 10s are in this group? Beautiful. 2 10s. And how many 1s are in this group? Good job. 5 1s. Now let's think about this. I have 2 $10 bills and 5 $1 bills. How much money is that? Good job. 25. So my quotient is 25. And how many do I have left over? Good job. I have 0 left over. Now let's check our work. Take our quotient times our divisor. What's my quotient? Good, 25. And what's my divisor? 2. 25 times 2. If you're stuck, think about a quarter. A quarter is 25 cents. If I have 2 quarters, how much money do I have? Good job, 50 cents. Plus my remainder, which is 0. 50 plus 0 is? Good, 50. Does my answer match my total? Then I'm good to go. Let's go ahead and try one more. In this problem, we have 92 divided by 4. How many groups am I going to break this place value chart into? Good, 4. If you're stuck about that, if you're stuck on that, look at your divisor. Your divisor is your smaller number. It tells you how many groups you're going to be breaking your place value chart into. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. Am I starting in my tens or my ones? If you said tens, you're absolutely correct. Remember, we always start in our largest place value. Draw a disc, cross it off. 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 Start all the way back in your first group and keep drawing discs until you run out or until your groups are unequal. Uh-oh. If I draw this last disc in this first group, are my groups still going to be equal? No, they're not going to be equal. Now, this cannot be my remainder because I'm not in my smallest place value. So think about it. If I had a $10 bill and there's not enough for everybody, what do I need to do to that $10 bill? Yes, I need to make some change, y'all. I'm going to break it apart or unbundle. How many $1 bills are inside of that one $10 bill? Good job, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many tens do I now have in my ones place? If you need to, pause the video to count. Beautiful, I have 12 ones. Same as before, I'm going to do the same thing. I am distributing my discs and crossing them out. I want you to pause the video. And once you have your answer of how many discs we have in each group, I want you to unpause the video and see if Miss Turner got the same answer as you. Did you get the same thing as me? Awesome! And remember, we're focusing on how many groups to find our quotient? Yep, 1 group. This is the group that Miss Turner decided to focus on in this problem. How many tens did you have in that 1 group? Beautiful. And how many ones did you have in that 1 group? Fabulous! 3 ones, 2 tens, 3 ones. 2 $10 bills, 3 $1 bills. How much money is that? Good job. 23. So my quotient is 23. And did I have a remainder? Nope, no remainder, so my remainder is 0. Now, let's check our work. What's my quotient again? Good. 23. What's my divisor? 4. Ooh, this one we might need to pause to figure out the answer. 23 times 4. Pause the video to see if you can figure out the quotient. Or, I'm sorry, the product. What'd you get? Good job. I got the same thing. 92 plus our remainder. Our remainder is 0. So what's 92 plus 0, y'all? Good. It's just 92. In this video, you guys learned how to divide using a place value chart by unbundling. I'll see you later.